Anya, Hindmarch, and this is Horace Seymour, photographed by Walter Stoneman. So he was my husband's grandfather, and he was born in 1885, it says here, died in 78, aged I think 98, and he was a diplomat. Fascinating because he spent time in Tehran, and then he was also ambassador in China at a very pivotal time. So he obviously had the World War going on, but it was the beginnings of the Civil War in China, and he spoke fluent Chinese, and I guess being the man on the ground trying to report back on the rise of Mao, and in fact his wife was friends apparently with both of the Sung sisters, who obviously one was nationalist and one was communist, and remained in contact with them all through. So just an amazing example of a proper diplomacy, actually, and probably need more men like that today, frankly. I'd love to talk to him right now and ask his advice. I mean, particularly it's so pertinent right now. So it's just really fascinating seeing that face, a face you sort of know but don't know. I mean, I think you always feel a sense of connection when you've heard lots of stories, and you know, I've been to his grave many times, and you know, you see his shoes and his trunks and his hats. So it's lovely to sort of lock eyes on this portrait. And it's funny, isn't it? I guess when the portrait was taken, he wouldn't know that was the portrait that would be logged and looked at all these years later. And that's the lovely thing, you never know which picture is going to be the one, do you? The one in your obituary, or the one that's actually in something as special as this wonderful place. So, yeah, you do feel a connection. It's a special thing to understand that history, and to, in many ways, appreciate how bold and brave people were in those days. It's proud-making, actually, even though I can take no credit at all, just related through marriage. I think remembering someone like Horace today for me is really important. I think it reminds me of good, dutiful diplomacy, and it reminds you of the place Britain played, I guess, in history, and it was such a critical time, really, in the world, and I would just love to be able to talk to him now and ask his advice. I'm sure his take would be completely fascinating, because all these things are rooted in history, and so therefore seeing a beautiful portrait and connecting back to it is actually really important and special. So I'd love to know on this celebration day what portrait has shaped you.